Okay, time for some viewer questions. Let's see what we got here. All right, this first question is from the Enlightened Lifter. Kind of like that. It says, hello, I'm very curious if you think antipsychotic medications interfere with the awakening process or kundalini energies and such. My friend takes them and I feel maybe they interfere. And then the second part of says, by the way, sorry for the egotistical YouTube name. I don't mind your egotistical YouTube name. I think they're funny. So if somebody's on antipsychotic medications, typically they're on them for either psychosis, something like schizophrenia or bipolar disorder, something that has psychotic features. There are other uses for them, but those are the primary uses. So in those settings, I would very, very strongly discourage anyone from discontinuing them based on anything to do with awakening or trying to, prevent their effects on your awakening process or something. I would always consult with your psychiatrist or whoever's prescribing these medications for you, or your friend, because they can be very destabilizing to just stop medications like that if you have a psychiatric illness that has any kind of psychosis involved. So I'm pretty careful about saying things like this, and that is just be really careful with that. Make adjustments to psychiatric medications always under the care of a provider, and take things slowly and be cautious in how you approach it. I have met many people who've woken up on every kind of psychiatric medication with every kind of psychiatric diagnosis, and you can wake up. So nothing's going to completely prevent that. Nothing prevents reality from being reality. And you acknowledging, recognizing, and essentially waking up to it. That can happen completely out of the blue. It can happen through practice and work. It can happen through transmission. It can happen in a lot of ways. But you're not going to prevent it, and a medication is not going to totally prevent it. So can medications have effects on energies and so forth and neurotransmitters and all that? Of course, but not going to prevent awakening in general. So yeah, good question. Let's see here. This is from Liu. This is perfect. I can't take the responsibility anymore of moving toward a good thought and moving away from a bad thought. It's just so exhausting, right? This is from my video called The Mechanism of Thought Identification. Yeah, that kind of teaching that, we need to install more positive thoughts and get rid of more negative thoughts and pick and choose our thoughts and create thoughts and all this. It's an exhausting world. It's a really exhausting world. And I don't obviously point that way when we're talking about awakening. I don't completely discount the teachings about recognizing that self-limiting thoughts, self-limiting beliefs are just that, they're self-limiting. But really what it comes down to is undermining those beliefs through investigation and challenging the beliefs. It's not really about replacing that belief with a different belief so much. Empowerment is a result of getting under the illusory, disempowering beliefs and the hesitation they cause and so forth. So, yeah, good comment. And it is exhausting. You don't have to do it. All right. This is from John Squabbler. This is on my video called From Awakening to Eternal Stillness. There's a kind of placeholder wherever physical sensations are mentioned in guidance. Someone says, notice the body sensations and blank. Placeholder. I did some somatic stuff to help, but still, what the hell are people talking about? If I ever feel tingling behind my eyes, for instance, sorry, I had to click on something there. If I ever feel tingling behind my eyes, for instance, I'm going straight to the ER. And whenever people talk about their kundalini and blah, 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 wonderful for them, it's like throwing and catching a ball, impossible for me, the whole, obviously. So I won't read there's more to this, but the gist of it is the first part here where it says this person does not perceive sensations within the body. I don't want to be insensitive because I probably was like this before. At some point in my life, I'm sure I was that disconnected from my body somehow. But it is fascinating, right? It shows you the power of mind identification, of thought identification, of dissociation, essentially, and numbness and so forth. I mean, we are primarily feeling entity, right? We have nerve endings everywhere in our body, both internal visceral nerves and surface level sensory somatic nerves on our skin surface and everywhere in between, right? So the vast majority of our body inside and outside has nerves. So of course there can be sensations, but the mind identified process really creates this seeming split between body and mind. Really, it really creates this internal world that doesn't exist and moves us into it such that we can't even feel our body, right? So the reason I was laughing is I was reading this, like going to the emergency room, right? Because you feel something. I'm going to the emergency room because I actually feel something in my body. It's now for me, it's so obvious that there are sensations everywhere in the body, right? Like behind my eyes, I can feel all kinds of sensation there right now. It's just obvious, but I understand that would feel surprising to someone if they just haven't had that access. Or it's strange because it's not even that you don't have the access, your body's feeling it. It's just that the thoughts are so prominent, pulling attention into thoughts, saying, no, I don't feel it, that you really don't think you do. I'm trying to remember where this was. It was, I don't know if I did this live, but I was working with someone. I think it was live. I think it was on a double-barreled non-duality, if I remember right. But I was working with someone. I remember it being a woman, and she was saying something just like this. I don't feel like inside my body. I can't feel that. And I think it was actually one part of her body, one specific part, like her legs or one leg or something. And I think she had a medical illness that affected that limb. And she said she can't feel anything inside it. And I guided her to feel in there. I guided her to feel that internal part of her body. And she had a big breakthrough, a big emotional breakthrough immediately. And she couldn't believe how like simple it was to actually feel that, and how much she actually wanted to feel that, and how good it felt to feel that. And that was just one example. I've done this many, many times. So for you, or anyone listening, I'll say, this is how you do it. This is how you feel what's going on inside your body, right? Pick any part of your body, but start with your arm. Yeah. Can you feel the surface of your arm? If you can't feel the surface of your arm, touch the surface of your arm with your index finger of the other hand. Can you feel that? If you can't feel that, pinch yourself with your index fingers and your thumb, right? Can you feel that? At some level of pain, you're going to feel it, right? Start there. Okay, I can feel that, right? If you need to feel it more prominently, move your finger, like kind of rub your finger across the surface of your arm. Feel that. Tune into the sensation, the actual feeling of it, right? Don't think about it. Don't get in your head about this. Just feel it. That's the first part, first step, right? Now, just feel, can you feel a little deeper than the surface of the skin? Can you just feel in there just slightly deeper, right? Or do you think that sensation ends exactly at the skin surface? Like it doesn't go 1 millimeter deeper than that? Does it actually feel like that? Because that would almost be impossible, right? Just feel into it. Feel how deep does that go? Maybe it only goes 1 millimeter, 0.5 millimeter, I don't know. But feel into that depth of sensation. There is depth to that. Yeah. And then if you need to, feel the other side of your arm. And notice you can feel both sides. Can you feel anything in between those? Can you move inward at all? Okay. Now, in your arm, you may not have as much attunement to sensations inside, but I just wanted to use that as an example because it's simple. Then try your chest. Touch your chest. Feel the surface of your chest where you're touching it. Feel where your skin is, your hands are moving across your skin. Put a little pressure there and feel it. Now move inside. Do you feel anything inside your chest? Do you feel anything in there? A warmth, a tightness, a heaviness? It may even be really intense, even though you've been overlooking it. Okay? Try it. Try it in different places. If you don't find it there, find it in your throat. Touch your throat. Touch your neck. Feel a sensation at the surface of your skin. Confirm that you can feel. Now move inward. Do you feel anything inside your throat? Okay. If that doesn't work, try your mouth. Touch your lips. Can you feel your lips when you touch your lips? Take your fingers away. Can you still feel your lips? Okay. If you can, good. Touch the tip of your tongue. Now stop touching the tip of your tongue. Can you feel the tip of your tongue? Without your finger touching the tip of your tongue, can you feel it? Then move backward. How far back on your tongue can you feel? Or is it just the very, very, very tip? Is that the only part that you feel? Or do you feel more sensation throughout your tongue? Do you feel the bottom of your tongue? Do you feel the top? Feel where the saliva is in your mouth. Is it under your tongue, the sides, and the back? Can you feel it? Take it all the way back into your throat. How far down your throat can you actually find that sensation? This is how you do it. You will find sensations within your body doing this, I promise you. Just take it step by step by step and keep your attention on the sensations, not in your mind that's going, no, I can't do this. I can't, this doesn't work for me. Wandering, right? That's not where I'm telling you to look. I'm telling you to look, feel into the sensation itself. And I'm not picking on anybody. I probably used to be this way. It's been so long I don't remember, but I probably couldn't feel inside either. I don't know. So that's how you do it. Yeah. And when you start to feel inside your throat, inside your chest, inside even behind your face or inside your eyes, don't go to the emergency room. It's just a sensation. Just feel it. Thank you for your question. This is a question from NRL Rocks. Do you think Sadhguru is actually enlightened or a fake guru? I will plead the fifth on this one. I'll let you decide. This is from Lloyd Saul. What's the full video from this? I'd like to know the specific practice he's referring to. Oh, it's one of my shorts. My assistant is supposed to put the links to the entire video. I'll send her a message asking her if she can do that. All right. This is from Susan. Sometimes I am kind of expanding in meditation and experienced fear. I don't know what awaits me behind that. It feels like the body might die. The body showed a strong fear reaction to this. Since then, I am avoiding deeper meditation. I prefer self-inquiry and noticing coping mechanisms. I also meditate with the eyes open. I call it to rest in my natural state. So yeah, what's behind it is going to be nothing. Truly, there's not going to be anything behind it. Fear is just fear. It's an experience, right? It's a intense, full-on experience, but it's an experience nonetheless. Just go right to the fear. Stay with the fear. The mind is what's telling you, oh, there's something behind it. Don't get too close. Don't get, it's just pulling you into the mind. Go to the fear. Go right to the fear. Once you're in the fear, you're in the fear. You're feeling it. That's it. That's all you need to do. There's nothing beyond it, behind it. It doesn't mean anything. There's no benefit to avoiding it. There's a kind of cost to avoiding it, I would say, over time. But in this moment, all you have to do really is touch that fear, feel the fear. Feel it in as much of your body as you can if you really want to have the full experience. And it will go. It'll come, it'll go, it'll come, it'll go. Over time, it won't return constantly, But when it's repressed, yeah, it really wants to say something. It wants to be experienced and felt. So that's my 2 cents on fear. This is from the same person, actually. Can you explain how to feel it directly? I'm carrying around grief, and I thought that I allow it to arise. Then I'm crying, not knowing why, and not asking why. That's it. If you're crying and not knowing why, you're probably feeling the grief. This is the same answer to what I said before about fear. Fear, grief, anger, these primal emotions that get repressed and then come to the surface. It's all the same. Just let it be felt. Let your body feel it. If you cry, you cry. If you shake, you shake. If you make a grunting sound, you make a grunting sound, whatever happens is fine, but just feel it. Let your body totally feel in every part of it. And one thing that can be helpful is to notice, is there part of my body that's not feeling this? Is there one part of my body that's kind of, that the fear or the anger or the sadness is kind of avoiding, or is it just not accessible there? And you might be surprised if you really look, you might find it. You might find something, the heart even, or a certain part of the body, an arm or leg. In that setting, when you feel that, just notice it. Notice how it feels the rest of the body and how it feels in that space that's a little cut off. And see if you can find a boundary or an edge there. And you may find some significant breakthrough by starting to feel in that space of what seemed like it was cut off from the rest. So that can be one other way to do it. But in general, just let your body feel it, or let it have your body. Let it process through your body. Your body's something like an antenna, or I don't know. It's a vessel for experience, and it can feel anything. Let it feel. Yeah. And you're not consciously stopping it from feeling either. That's just habit, force. It's the mind-identified process that I mentioned a couple questions ago, where it can be so thick, dense, and consistent or ongoing that we don't even feel simple sensations in the body, much less intense emotional sensations. Good questions. This person says, this is Polar Bear. I'm not sure I understand, quote, it's already in your experience, end quote. Which experience is it? I live in Asia. I won't experience the taste of haggis. Haggis? I probably could, but I just don't. What are you talking about in this here? This is from a video called Everything is Mind. Yeah, I'm not talking about haggis because I don't know what it is, but it's already in your experience. Yeah. In this video specifically, I'm talking about haggis as you can know it is a thought. It's only a thought. And it's in your experience fully right now. Do you see that? Anything you can imagine, anything, past, present, future, it's all in thought right now. That's the only place you can experience it. It is already in your experience. It is already consciousness. It's so simple. This statement or this pointing is so simple that it's like very easy to overlook how simple it is. It's kind of like time. It's kind of like time. It's easy to overlook the fact that there's no past or future. There really is only this right here. It's very easy to overlook that until you really check into it and go, okay, well, if there's a past, where is it? What's your experience of the past? Oh, this memory, that memory, this memory. Okay, where are those memories? Right here. What are they made out of? Thought. That's it. It's that simple. All right. This comes from Ball Smasher. Ball Smasher has made a comeback. So this is from the video, The End of Specialness, a conversation with Z-Dog MD. It says, on one hand, I'm glad you're teaching people to not express anger because that keeps me safe. But on the other hand, you are teaching me to not express anger, which is totally not okay. I'm not sure what you're talking about not expressing anger, but I think you should try getting angry sometimes. It feels good. Hold on, let me get to the rest of this comment. It feels good and keeps you authentic, unlike holding that in and being false on the surface and suffering, that energy being stuck. Bro teaching a crazy anger bypass. I don't understand why you... it's a long comment. It just keeps going. Yeah, I don't teach people to suppress anger. I teach people to feel it fully. Feel it. Feel what's there. 100%. Yep. So I don't know what you're referring to at 11:42 in this video, but I think you're probably misinterpreting what we're saying or taking it out of context. Don't know for sure. All right. I think that's it for now. I hope you find these Q&As valuable, where I read people's comments and questions. If you put them up there, I will try to get to them. I usually scan through most of them, read the ones I think that are going to be helpful to others, and put them up periodically. So thank you, and appreciate all of your support for the channel. If you want to become a member of the channel, paid member, then that money goes to help me do all the different things, plan retreats, do giveaways, give people scholarships, make videos, buy equipment, all the stuff. And the paid channel members do get benefits. One of the benefits is if you're a sustaining member level or above, which is $10 a month, you get live, me answering your questions live on YouTube through chat once a month, and then a double barrel non-duality with myself and another speaker or non-dual facilitator. And we answer your questions live over Zoom, face to face. That's the sustaining member. And then the next level that I want to point out is the Patron Circle member, which is $25 a month US, which is not peanuts, but you can get my entire library of recorded videos of all of my retreats, which is a lot, and it grows all the time. So all the talks, guided meditations, and Q&As. The Q&As are kind of like gold mines because they're in person, on stage. I'm sitting right next to somebody answering questions, and it's really, really powerful and valuable exchanges in my personal experience and from what I hear. So anyway, that's the Patron Circle. level. There are other levels if you're interested as well, higher and lower. So check it out. But I appreciate anything that you donate to the channel. And if you can't or don't, that's fine too. Still make videos every day, and you can find enough on here to wake up if you are interested in that.